放挪过来放。
因为我要看的。
你放你屁股后面。
行。
好了，来了又走了。
再去看一下。
Hi, welcome to my live stream, my friend, and this is a live stream about knitting machine. And do you guys know what is knitting machine? Maybe we can talk about knitting or knitting machine. Do you know what is knitting machine? And this is a live stream about knitting machine. And our brand is Slivery. And today we are going to introduce this model of our knitting machine LK150. And because this knitting machine has totally 150 needles on the needle bed, so you can use this knitting machine to weave at most 150 stitches wise. So use this knitting machine, you can create most kind of knitted projects, such as your sweaters or the scarf or the bags or blankets and so on. So if you are curious about knitting, or if you are a knitting enthusiast, or if you are thinking whether can use a knitting machine to speed up your knitting process, maybe you can stay in my live stream and see how we operate this machine to weave a beautiful fabrics like this. Look at this on the desk. They are all made by our knitting machine, and we have two mainly knitting machine. One of the model is this one, today's star LK150. And what we are doing now is to start the first row of our fabrics. Today we are going to bring you a special fabrics by using this model of knitting machine, and another one is SK280. I think you guys are knitting enthusiasts, right? And I think so many of you know about this model of knitting machine. And the LK150 is very suitable for the beginner who want to start their machine knitting. And if you want to speed up your knitting machine process and focus energy more on the creativity in your life, you can choose knitting machine, and they can bring you some benefits during your by using this knitting machine. So if you have a studio, or if you love knitting, or if you want to use this knitting machine to make a lot of knitting projects as gift for your friends or family members, such as your pets or even others, you can take considering about this knitting machine. Any question in my live stream are welcome, okay? You can ask me any question about knitting or this model of knitting machine. Okay, let's start our weaving, okay? And thank you very much for your support, and welcome to my live stream, my friends. This is a Slivery, a brand of knitting machine, and we also we also operate the Brother knitting machine. Thank you very much for your support, my friend.
那个笨，那个盒。全拿过来。
Thank you very much for your support, my friend. It has been so long to see you again. Cute cat, how are you? And this is a live stream about Sliver Reed. If you are interested in this knitting machine, you can stay in my live stream and we can talk with each other. And if you want to know more, maybe you can click our shop address. Our shop address is here. Let me show you. And if you want to know more about our knitting machine, you can click my Shopify and www.diymao.com and you search this address and to take a look about our knitting machine. We have two models of bestseller knitting machine LK150 today's star, and another one is SK280. And write www.diymao.com to find more about our knitting machine, and you can also follow our YouTube channel to learn how to use our knitting machine to create a lot of interesting knitted projects. Okay, and we will update a lot of tutorials for you so that you can learn the knitting machine very easily. In fact, the operation of knitting machine is very easy, and if you have no experience or if you do not know how to start your knitting studying, you can choose knitting machine. When you can use this LK150, then you will know how to use the needles by your hand. So I think LK150 is a very good partner for you to learn knitting. And when you can learn familiar with the knitting machine LK150, you will also know about how to use needles to knit your knitted project. So this is a win-win studying process. And you can search the www.diy. Hello, hi, welcome to my live stream. And you can search the www.diymao.com to search our knitting machine, and our brand is Sliver Reed. Usually we are also operating the Brother knitting machine. So if you guys already have a knitting machine like a Brother knitting machine or Sliver Reed knitting machine, we can also provide you with professional suggestion and tutorials for you. And you can follow us to learn more interesting creative project. Okay, and let me show you how to use the address. You can search the www.diymao.com to search our shop and take a look. Look at this website. This is our Shopify address. And you can search diymao.com to visit our shop. And this is the best seller, SK280 and LK150. There are a lot of details about our knitting machine, and anything you curious about is in our shop. Look at this one. This is LK150. It is very suitable for you to operate at home and to make your creativity in your life. And the LK150 compared with the main machine and the carriage and the only carriage. So you can choose everything you want, and we not only sell the knitting machine, we also sell other products such as the needle organizer bag and the knitting needle, right? If you love knitting, and our shop is very suitable for you to shopping.我没手机拍啊，我手机弄坏了，放着吧，也不着急。
不着急。
我就是偶尔拍拍看看。
可以。
主要是没调好角度。
到时候拍。
一会儿下播之后我可以拍一下。
可以拍。
拍点你的做的素材，然后到时候再拍一个你熨烫的素材，再拍一个成品的素材，
可以可以
可以了。暂时还看不出效果。
烫以后就看得出来。
啥呀？怎么才2个人啊？这么找谁说去？你先拉吧，老师。估计你稍微拉长一点，人家就被吸引进来了。Sorry, let's adjust my video device. And this is the live stream about Silver Reed knitting machine, and today's model of our knitting machine is SLK2 150, and we not only operate the Silver Reed, we also operate brother knitting machines. So if you guys are curious about brother knitting machine, you can also contact us, and we will provide you with professional skills support, okay? And if you are curious about our knitting machine, please feel free to contact me, or you can search the www.mao.com to find something more interesting about our products. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. Thank you for loving our live stream. And this is a live stream about silver reed. And this model of our knitting machine is LK150, which is very suitable for the beginner who loves knitting, to learn how to weave sweaters such as scarves, socks, and so many things, so many fabrics you like. And if you love knitting, or if you are thinking about knitting machine,
Yes.
you can think about this knitting machine. And today's fabric is very special. We're going to show you how to use this knitting machine to weave a special pattern. So let's stay in my live stream. And if you have any questions, you can ask me in my live streams and send a message to me. And you can also visit our shop address www.diymail.com to find more interesting products you like, okay? And you can also add my WhatsApp number. I will stay here and waiting for you to answer your question.
人家没有。
让他加我吗？也不加。还是得把那个
是做个高
不是把那个独立站的那个，我觉得应该是推独立站的流量，而不是应该推抖音。
独立站，
哎，独立站你推上去了之后嘛，人家那个谷歌搜过去之后就直接能搜到你店铺了。
对对对。
一搜到的话，你抖音往上一放，人家哎正好我点进去看看，是不是？
小静就是这样的。
对吧？
小静主推就是独立站。
这个可以发。还是他的个人网页。
他个人的网页，他不玩小步伐。
小步伐也可以当做是个人网页去经营的。但是你得会编码。我不会编程。
他那个要编码的。
独立站很烦的，就小步伐很烦，个人网站不烦。个人网站的话，你只要。
个人网站不需要编码吧？
不要你亲自编的呀。小静会编码吗？让他教我。
小静不会。
那就是啊。
他不会编码。
那不就是吗？那不就是了吗？网站发东西就行了吧？他那个网站相当于是已经给你搭建好了呀。你独立站人家自己弄的呀，你自己搭建的，你写代码的。昨天那个主页上面一个滚屏，要写代码，我都不会，我研究半天，自己研究呗，也没人教我。
妈呀，您这样的话不是感觉程序员了？
就是，啥都会。没关系，我试试 DW 看一下，我会操作 DW。没事就研究呗，反正现在没客户。前期先把这些都维护好。Look at these fabrics, my friend. It's very special, and we spent a little time to 老师展示一下那个制片。And we spend a little time to weave these beautiful fabrics like this. Can you see it? It's very special, and you can use this knitting machine to weave fabrics like this. So let's stay here and keep looking on the fabrics. And you can learn how to operate this needle bed and the needles. You can see that there are a lot of needles on the needle bed. And what we are doing now is to use the needle transfer tools to make the patterns on the needle bed. If you have any question, you can ask me anything about this knitting machine, okay? Q 上人倒蛮多的，也就看个过程，没人问。要主动的人家问，就是那个能主动来问你的人，说明他肯定是有这个强烈的兴趣爱好的，对吧？
对。
如果问都不问你，那就是看一下的，那就没意思，你就没必要去吆喝。
就是，像咱们不是一样的事。我觉得这个外文的搞这个外贸好难啊。
是很难的。Beautiful, it's so nice. 哎呀，我操，才播了半个小时。
这一个看书1小时。
可以，怎么就这么值啊？
这不知道，再考虑考虑。
Hi, my friend. Let me see your question. Marley, how are you? And where are you come from? This is a live stream about Sliver Reed, a knitting machine. As you can see, and this knitting machine can help you learn knitting more easily and more faster. And our model today is LK150. If you want to learn about knitting machine, or if you want to know more details about this knitting machine, you can contact me, and you can search our shop address www.diymao.com. You can search this information. Hi Sonia. And this is my WhatsApp number, and you can add my number to know more about our knitting machine. We not only operate the Sliver Reed, but also familiar with the Brother knitting machine. If you guys are knitting machine enthusiast, or if you want to know more about the Sliver Reed or Brother knitting machine, you can add my WhatsApp number, and there is a lot of professional teacher about how to operate the knitting machine. Okay, and we have also a Shopify, and the shopping address is www.diymao.com. You can take this picture as a screenshot and save it. Maybe if you are curious about our knitting machine, you can find us by these ways. And my email address is b7878614848. You can send message to me, and I will tell a lot that I know about our knitting machine and knitting. You can also add my WhatsApp number as a friend. We can talk about knitting and share with our knitting products. Okay, 了。
看我就这样。看不出来，运动太大。
OK， 这个可以做裙子的。
对，这个就反正就裙子的话。
这可以做条裙子，就做那个 YY 那种裙子，镂空的。你可以换个款式，不一定要做成那种的。
嗯，可以。
直接打个板，老师，做条裙子，
做
怎么样？
背心圈儿。
对，那种无袖的，
啊，行啊。
就2片呗，是吧？
对，2大片儿。
2大片直接拉就行。
对，2大片直接。
而且这个任务你布置给我，让我回去练。你告诉我，你教我之后我回去自己拉。
这个很省力的。
对吧？
很省力。
Okay, look at this fabric, and this pattern is made by our LK150. Hello, nice to meet you. And if you love knitting machine, or if you are curious about knitting machine, or if you want to learn how to knitting or how to weave sweaters or other fabrics, you can keep following our channel, and we will update a lot of interesting video about how to weave beautiful pattern or fabrics, so that you can use this fabric to design your sweater and so many things you want. And look at these special fabrics. It's very suitable for you to make a long dress, and you can use this pattern to make a lot of knitted projects such as long dress, t-shirt, and bags or blanket, and so on. So let's start our second fabrics today, and we will teach you how to start the first row of our fabrics and how to use this model of knitting machine to create more interesting fabrics and patterns. So if you have any question, you can ask me, and you can search our Shopify address. There is a lot of products in our shop, and you can search this information, and this is my WhatsApp number. Take a screenshot, and there is a lot of gift for free for you. Okay, my friend. If you love the SK280, or if you are the enthusiast about brother knitting machine, you can also add my WhatsApp number, because we are not familiar with sliver reed knitting machine. We also make brother knitting machine, and we will provide you with professional skill support. 而且这个花纹可以做包的，
那这本来就是包包的花纹。
跟内衬也行。
对的，对的，对对对。
我们做裙子。
你做裙子也行。
对，我们做裙子。
九花，九花。
老师，这周那个编织机我可以直接带回去吗？
可以，你先带回去吧。我现在把东西给你
先总说一声。
但是我跟陈总说一声。
对，你先跟我说。
我跟他说，我说后面有个那个机器。
对，让我回去练。
先练一下。
对。然后你今天教我这个。
哦，行，可以。
我正好拍的素材。
我马上下午就教你。
可以，你也有空啊？
我会，中午1个小时就教你，我只要20分就可以教你。
你反正先以那个他们的短视频为主。有空
吃饭的时候嘛，教一下吧，简单的先教一教。
Welcome to my live stream. So nice to see you again, my old friend. I see several of my old friends in my live stream. It's so nice to see you again. How are you these days? It is a long time that I haven't seen you, my friend. And this is the model of LK150, one of our best seller knitting machine. And it's very suitable for the beginner. Now we are start our second fabrics, and we will show you how to use the tools and the knitting machine to weave the special patterns. And just now we spent a few time to weave fabrics like this. Sometimes we design these fabrics on the knitting machine to find out that if these fabrics can suitable for dress or many other knitting projects. And the knitting machine is very suitable for the people who is knitting designer, because you can use the knitting machine to speed up your knitting process so that you can design more interesting fabrics and knitted projects, right? The biggest advantage of knitting machine is that it is very efficient and very easy to operate. Because because if you use the needles by your hand to knit a sweater, such as or blanket or scarf, it will take you about a few days to finish projects, right? But if you use the knitting machine, it will save you a lot of time. 线头。
线头，这线在。
差不多了。
马上好了呀。
你这个花纹大概展示一下。
展示一下就好了。这个拉个6号。等会儿啊。
你刚才在那边刷的时候人好多，他们就喜欢看这个。我跟你讲，他们不喜欢看翻帧。
这就是刷。
他们就喜欢看那个机器在那边刷。
翻过来。化妆看。
Okay, this fabrics is made by the knitting machine LK150, and it's very thank you very much for you to come into my live stream and support my live stream. And we will make the live stream at about the same time every day. Today's live stream have come to the end, and this week we will still introduce the LK150 to you. So if you guys are curious about the knitting machine, or if you guys love the knitting machine LK150 or SK280, you can contact me by WhatsApp number, and this is my WhatsApp number. And you can also visit my shop www.diyml.com to look for more details about our knitting machine. And you can also email me. My email address is this one. So take a screenshot so that you can find me easily, okay? And we not only operate the sleeve reed, but also operate brother knitting machine. And today's live stream have come to the end, and I must to say goodbye. Today, it's very happy to see so many my old friends in my live stream, and to see the operation about LK150. And next week we will also operate the SK280 and brings more beautiful patterns for you. If you guys love the fabrics or the patterns on the desk, please contact me, and I will send the free PDF for you as a gift. Okay? And goodbye. Thank you very much for company and support. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.